Hey everyone, welcome to Serious Gamer. Today we're diving into the world of Captain America video game licensees. From 1987's The Doom Tube of Dr. Megalomann to 2014's The Winter Soldier, let's explore the evolution of our favourite super soldier in gaming. Join me as we uncover how Captain America has captivated gamers over the years. Captain America in the Doom Tube of Dr. Megalomann was released in the year 1987. The game was available on multiple platforms including the Atari ST, Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum and Amstrad CPC. In this game, my mission is to infiltrate Megalomann's desert headquarters, known as the Doom Tube. The Doom Tube is a complex structure consisting of 3 cylinders nested within each other. Each cylinder is divided into several decks or levels, which are further divided into quadrants or rooms. These quadrants are interconnected by an elevator called the Orbivator. The challenge increases as some rooms are infected with a toxic virus. Although Captain America has been injected with a protective serum, if a quadrant is too toxic, it will still prove lethal. The serum only provides temporary protection, and more serum can be produced by collecting ingredients in the converter quadrant. The ingredients yin and yang are obtained by destroying a doom pod found within one of the quadrants. My shield, nearly indestructible, helps deflect projectiles and most energy beams. However, some rooms have active rotators that send out lethal beams. Destroying these rotators releases code words necessary for accessing later areas of the Doom Tube. The ultimate goal is to reach the final deck of the Doom Tube within the constrained time of 1 hour to disarm a missile and save the world. At its time of release, the game received mixed reception. Players appreciated its intricate level design and the strategic elements involved in navigating the Doom Tube and managing serum levels. However, some criticism was directed at its difficulty and the real-time constraint, which added a layer of challenge but also frustration for some players. Overall, it left a mark as a challenging yet engaging adventure for fans of Captain America and retro gaming enthusiasts alike. The Amazing Spider-Man and Captain America in Doctor Doom's Revenge, released in 1989, hit several platforms including DOS, Amiga, Atari ST, Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum and Amstrad CPC. The plot revolves around the menace of Dr. Doom, the Latvian president, who concocts a deadly scheme to blow up New York City with a stolen atomic bomb. Recognizing the gravity of this threat, Spider-Man and Captain America decide to join forces and travel to Latvia to thwart his plans. In terms of gameplay, Dr. Doom's Revenge features side-scrolling beat-em-up action where players alternately control Spider-Man and Captain America. Each character comes with unique movesets tailored to tackle foes like the Rhino and Electro. These moves are context-sensitive, triggering different attacks based on the distance between the character and their adversary. Players must keep an eye on their energy bars, which deplete as they take damage. A notable feature of the game is the integration of comic book sequences. After completing each section, players are treated to these well-crafted segments that reward progress and advance the unfolding story. Upon release, the game received mixed reviews. While praised for its engaging storyline and the novelty of featuring 2 iconic superheroes, some critiques pointed to repetitive gameplay mechanics. Nonetheless, Dr. Doom's Revenge remains a nostalgic entry in the superhero gaming genre. Captain America and the Avengers, released in 1991, landed on multiple platforms, including Game Boy, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Genesis, Game Gear, and Arcade. This game is a 1-to-4 player simultaneous side-scrolling beat-em-up featuring 4 Marvel Comics heroes: Captain America, Iron Man, Hawkeye, and Vision. Together they face off against the evil Red Skull, who has assembled a team of supervillains to try and conquer the world. The game consists of 5 stages, mainly focusing on side-scrolling brawler gameplay. However, some levels also feature side-scrolling shooting stages. These stages allow the heroes to battle menaces in various settings, such as in the air for Stage 2, under the sea in Stage 3, and in space for Stage 5. Throughout the game, players face off against a variety of boss villains including Living Laser, Claw, Whirlwind, Grim Reaper, Wizard, Mandarin, Juggernaut, Ultron, Controller, Crossbones, and ultimately the Red Skull. Besides the 4 playable Avengers, additional Marvel characters make appearances to aid the players. For instance, Quicksilver helps by dropping energy replenishments, and the Wasp adds protection and firepower during the shooting stages. The gameplay involves a blend of fighting and shooting mechanics, giving it a diverse and engaging feel. The reception and ratings of Captain America and the Avengers were generally positive, praised for its cooperative gameplay and faithful adaptation of Marvel characters. The arcade version, in particular, stood out for its vibrant graphics and engaging multiplayer mode, making it a favourite among fans of the beat-em-up genre. Marvel Super Heroes, released in 1995, developed by Capcom and available on PlayStation, Sega Saturn and arcade platforms, is a two-dimensional fighting game. This title is Capcom's second foray into the Marvel comic universe. The game draws heavily from the Infinity Gauntlet comic book series. The storyline follows several heroes and villains as they battle to obtain the powerful Infinity Gems. There are 10 playable characters. Heroes include Captain America, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, Psylocke, Spider-Man, and Wolverine, while the villains are Blackheart, Juggernaut, Magneto, and Shuma-Gorath. Two bosses, Doctor Doom and Thanos, add to the excitement, with Thanos employing the Infinity Gems against the player in the final battle. Gameplay mechanics are similar to X-Men, Children of the Atom, but with the introduction of a simplified super combo gauge and the addition of Infinity Gems. These gems can be activated during fights to boost attributes such as speed, power and defense, or provide special abilities. The game also introduced a groundbreaking mechanic called the Infinity Gem system, where each character starts with a set of gems that can be activated to gain temporary powers. Players can perform various combos, including aerial raves, to continue attacking enemies even after launching them into the air. Marvel Super Heroes received positive reception and ratings. The game was praised for its fluid animation, vibrant graphics and engaging gameplay. Critics and players alike appreciated the strategic depth added by the Infinity Gems and the diverse roster of characters. The inclusion of popular Marvel superheroes and villains helped the game capture the imaginations of comic book fans and fighting game enthusiasts alike. This title paved the way for future crossover fighting games, cementing its place in the annals of video game history. Next up we have Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty, released in 2011 for iPhone, iPad and Android platforms. In this game, the storyline revolves around Captain America as he battles Hydra forces led by the notorious Red Skull. The game is set during World War II and you guide Captain America through various levels filled with enemies and obstacles. Gameplay-wise, Sentinel of Liberty is a side-scrolling action platformer. Players control Captain America as he runs, jumps and fights his way through the levels. A unique aspect of the gameplay is the ability to use Captain America's iconic shield for both offensive and defensive maneuvers. Swiping gestures on the touchscreen allow you to throw the shield to attack enemies or block incoming projectiles. Additionally, there are puzzle segments that require strategic use of the shield and environment to proceed. When it comes to reception, Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty received mixed reviews. Critics praised its visuals and the faithful representation of the character and setting. The touch controls, however, were a point of contention, with some finding them intuitive and others considering them less responsive. Overall, the game was appreciated for its engaging combat and well-designed levels, but it did face some criticism for repetitive gameplay and control issues. Captain America Super Soldier was released in 2011 and was available on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. This third-person action game is inspired by the movie Captain America the First Avenger, itself based on the Marvel Comics series. The storyline centers on Captain America's battle against his arch-enemies, Red Skull, Arnim Zola, and the Hydra organization. The majority of the action unfolds in a sprawling castle where these villains are plotting their nefarious schemes. Gameplay involves controlling Captain America through a series of athletic combat encounters. The hero's iconic shield is instrumental in various combat scenarios. It can be thrown at enemies, used to deflect incoming projectiles, or even utilised for scaling walls. In addition to combat, the game includes levels that test the player's puzzle-solving and platforming abilities, adding depth to the narrative progression. The game received mixed reviews upon release. Critics praised its faithful representation of the Captain America character and the engaging combat mechanics, but noted shortcomings in the game's level design and overall originality. Despite its flaws, Captain America Super Soldier offered a solid experience for fans of the superhero and action-adventure genres. Captain America is a downloadable content pinball table, released in 2012 for various platforms. It's available on Pinball FX2 for Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Windows, Zen Pinball 2 for PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita and Wii U, and Marvel Pinball or Zen Pinball HD for iOS and Android. Notably, the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita versions are cross-buy, meaning if you buy one, you can get the other for free. In addition, the PlayStation 3 version can be transferred to the PlayStation 4 version at no extra cost. The table is based on the Marvel character Captain America from the comic book series and features a storyline where Captain America, Bucky and the Howling Commandos have to assault Baron Zemo's castle to recover the Cosmic Cube from Red Skull. Missions involve gathering members of the local resistance, reading the archives, and shutting down a dig site. Notable 3D animated characters on the table include Captain America, Red Skull and Baron Zemo. The gameplay consists of traditional pinball mechanics with a regular set of flippers at the bottom and an additional flipper on the right. The table includes multiple ramps, 3 outlanes on the left and 2 on the right. The Cosmic Cube is situated in the centre at the back with various targets. The ball can be shot into a mini playfield on the top left, where Zemo's castle is attacked by hitting targets using magnets instead of flippers. Another minigame in the top left requires Captain America to deflect incoming shots with his shield by turning left or right to block the shots. In terms of reception and ratings, the game was moderately well received, praised for its fun and engaging pinball mechanics, faithful adaptation of the Captain America theme, and the additional minigames that add depth to the experience. The cross-buy feature and free transfer between the PlayStation versions were also appreciated by the gaming community. Captain America: The Winter Soldier was released in 2014 and is available on iPhone, Android, iPad, Windows Phone, Windows Apps and Fire OS platforms. This top-down squad-based fighting game follows Captain America and a squad of up to 2 AI-controlled SHIELD strike team members through missions against various crime organisations. The storyline also features the Winter Soldier as a key adversary. Completing missions allows you to hire different squad members and invest currency into upgrades. The game features a cel-shaded visual style with an almost top-down view. Captain America is controlled by tapping or clicking to move and fight, with options for a virtual D-pad. He uses a brawling melee style and can throw his shield by swiping, breaking through defences and environmental hazards. Different costumes that unlock unique skills can be acquired. Missions include defeating enemies, disabling or destroying installations, and fighting bosses within a time limit. Each level contains hidden rewards and vitality boxes for healing or reviving team members. Team members have specific classes: Trooper, Sniper, Heavy and Support, each with unique weapons and abilities. Avenger characters like Black Widow and Falcon make special appearances as limited backup. Missions are introduced with brief cutscenes, and secondary goals can earn up to 3 stars. Initially a commercial game, it later became free-to-play with basic coins and premium credits as currencies. Upgrades are available for weapons, gear and abilities. Characters level up, enhancing various stats and skills. ISO 8 crystals provide additional customization options. The SHIELD HQ, Triskelion, can be upgraded to recruit more agents. Players can also form squads, participate in time-limited events, and compete in an arena mode against other players. Thanks for joining me on this journey through Captain America games. Which one is your favourite and why? Did any of these bring back nostalgic memories? Let's discuss in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Serious Gamer for more gaming content, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on future episodes. Thanks for watching and see you next time.